Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be learning how to insert audio, titles and transitions using Filmora X. The first thing we want to do is to import the media files that we'll be using to create the video. So we'll go into this section right here and click import, then import media files, and this will bring us to a pop-up where we'll click this folder because I had already created one just for this video, and we'll highlight everything and press open. So now that we've done that, we're going to start with the basics. So the first one we'll be looking at is audio. So when using Filmora, we have to note that you can either upload an audio file that you have downloaded, or you can use an audio file that is already on the software. So what we'll be using first is the audio file that is already on the software. So we'll just go over here and click audio, and you can see it gives us the different options, and you have 172 different audio files you can choose from. So what I'm going to choose is this one right here, Verve. So to preview the file before you actually upload it to the timeline right here is that you just double click and it will play. This is the play area. Okay, so we're gonna insert this file, and you can either drag it or use the plus sign that is right here. To add an audio file that you have downloaded, it uses the same process. You go to import, then media files, and you will look for the file that you had downloaded. Here it is, so you click on it and press open, and it has uploaded. But before we insert it, I'm just gonna cut the audio file that we uploaded previously. I'm gonna make it shorter. So to make an audio file shorter, you can either go to one end of the track and drag it, or you can use the scissors that comes on the timeline. So we're just gonna drag it. Alright, so it was about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and now it's 30 seconds. Now we're gonna upload the downloaded audio file, and this time we're gonna press the plus. So as you can see, there are now 2 audio files on the audio track. And now that we've uploaded the audio, I'm just gonna cut it to make it a bit shorter. Not any specific place, just for the purposes of this video. So I'll just cut it right here, and then highlight the area that I don't want, click on it, and then delete it. So now we have uploaded 2 audio files, and when using Filmora X, there are some features that you can take note of. It has a fade in feature, a fade out feature, denoiser, equalizer, a pitch, scale, a lot of stuff. So we'll be looking at that now. So to see that, you'll double click on the audio file that is on the timeline, and it has carried us here. So we're gonna fade in the first audio file, and you can notice that once you fade it in, a little faded area is highlighted. So fade in, and then press OK. And seeing that it's 2 audio files, I'm gonna fade out the end of the first one as well, just to give it a little flow. And then we're gonna go to the next one and do the same. Fade in into fade out. Okay, so we have completed the audio. Now we'll be moving on to the titles. So to insert a title, same procedure applies. You click title of here and it will give you the options. So you can, as you can see, you have 276 options to choose from. But we're just going to go with something simple for the purposes of this video. So we're gonna click on this one right here. And it's something to note, wherever your red line or scissors is, that is where the text or the audio file or the transition will be implemented. So please ensure that the red line or the scissors is where you want your text or your audio or whatever to be, or you can just drag it. So we have the audio file. As I said before, whatever you add to the timeline, it will be shown up here. But because we had done the audio file first, can't see audio, so it was a black screen. So now we're going to edit the titles. So to start editing, you just double click the tile and it will have a pop-up, which you can see right here. So it has two text box. We're not using the bottom one, so I'm just gonna delete everything that is in it, and then we'll go to the top one. And we're gonna say how to create a video. Alright, it's a bit too big, so we're gonna put it to like 68. Perfect. Now, as you can see, you have a lot of templates that you can use to change the font or the text. So we're gonna go with this one. So this is a preset text style, or you can go right here where you see advanced. I'm gonna click on it. You have the option to move the text. Or you can do a text fill, put borders on the text, add shadow. So we're gonna just do a text fill so we can see how it's done. Notice the difference. I'm gonna change the color just to let it be a little bit more appealing, but this is the text fill. Alright, yes, purple, it's a bit dark, but yeah. So once we've done that and you're satisfied with what you see, you can press OK or save as custom. But another feature that comes under this section is animations. It gives you the options to select how you want the text to appear on the screen. You have wavy, typewriter, cinema, string blur, etc. We're gonna go with typewriter, something simple. And now we're gonna press OK because we're okay with what we have so far. This one we're gonna use another text just to reinforce. Going to go for something a little bit more fancy. We can use this one right here. I think I'm gonna use this one. It doesn't really match, but you know. As I said before, just double click and then you can go ahead and type. Still not using the bottom text box, I'm just going to clear out the info that is there, and I'm going to say this says how to create a video. So in this text I'm going to say using Filmora X, using Filmora X. Alright, so given that we already had this template, I think I'm just going to let it stay like this, something simple. Now that we've added 2 titles, let's go into transitions. So transitions would be the last thing. So to add a transition, you just go click up here, that word that says transition, and drag the transition to where you want it to be. Transitions can only be added to the first part of the timeline where you would add titles, videos, text. You can't transition an audio file. You can only fade in or fade out or denoise or adjust the pitch. So I'm just gonna drag this transition, it's called erase, and I'm gonna put it right in the middle right here. And you have the option to adjust the time by using up here this pop-up, or you can just do it manually down here. So I'm just gonna make it a little smaller, and then we're gonna click OK. But before we continue, I'm just gonna change the background of this first title right here. That's it. So this is how you add a transition. I'm going to add a few more things to the video, and then we can watch to the end to see the finished product. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and that you learned something. Comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.